You can see over the mountains there's a few dark clouds, which we are expecting to bring a second wave in of snow. We kicked off day 3 of this trial with the defense's cross-examination of Special Agent Kim Lowe with the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, and they're really leaning into that evidence that was shown to the jury yesterday afternoon, especially a pair of boots. As artificial intelligence rapidly advances, state lawmakers are making an effort to prohibit AI from providing potentially harmful mental health advice. What would you do? A simple question ABC correspondent and host John Quinones is bound to ask ETSU students when he headlines Civility Week. The short staff at Kingsport Aquatic Center has had a ripple effect on the pools, putting some projects and programs on hold. Even throughout the cleanup, Johnson and the guides tell me a lot of teamwork and positivity went into making Friday's trip possible. Those 2 resolutions would provide $145,000 from the Department of Homeland Security and almost $70,000 from the state of Tennessee to further fund the Sheriff's Office partnership with ICE. Commissioner Gary Standups says these resolutions have been thoroughly discussed ahead of Thursday's meeting and is the best way to fund operations in the county without using taxpayer dollars.
Last week, we sat here during our work session and spent probably close to an hour discussing those and what the money would be used for. That's why when we get to the full commission, it's pretty well go in there and vote and move on.
That vote came directly after the commission voted to stop public comment after 30 minutes after the crowd interrupted Sheriff Jeff Cassidy's public comment, according to Standups. Public comments urged commissioners to veto these resolutions, expressing a distrust in ICE.
Watching the heinous, violent, and willful lawlessness committed by ICE has severed that trust.
This is where we get to decide what side of history we're going to be on.
Christy Burke was protesting outside the courthouse before the meeting. She told News Channel 11 it is in the commission's best interest to listen to the people during an election year.
I just hope that they recognize that there's a lot of us who oppose this and the numbers are growing every day, and that if they don't start listening to the people, they're going to get voted out.
One of the resolution sponsors, Hunter Locke, said in a statement to News Channel 11 he supports Sullivan County's participation in this partnership, saying in part, quote, "This agreement strengthens cooperation between local and federal law enforcement, enhances public safety, and this resolution brings federal funding that helps reduce the burden on local taxpayers," end quote. Standups says the commission is in close communication with the Sheriff's Office throughout this process.
This money is coming down to support our Sheriff's Department going out. I have all the faith in our Sheriff's Department, our Sheriff, and all of our deputies to do the right thing.
Sheriff Jeff Cassidy declined an on-camera interview.
The resolution passes.
Back in January, the Washington County Planning Committee, with a motion from Ken Huffine, suggested the commission deny BWXT's request. This evening, Huffine changed his mind, motioning to approve the proposal due to growth within BWXT.
I've seen them increase their level of transparency to everyone in the county. I've seen them actually reach out to the community. I think they demonstrated that desire to be a good community partner and to move forward.
Public comment was limited to 1 hour for each side of the argument, and multiple county residents made their voices heard.
It's not a question of if BWXT's plant will fail, it's only a question of when.
You are the grown-ups. You are the ones who get to decide what happens to my home.
If you end up with 3 arms, that is a 50% increase in productivity.
As well as BWXT's president of Tennessee operations, Ron Daly, who says BWXT is also a community member who wants to see Washington County thrive.
It aligns with our shared goals of safety, national security, job creation, and economic growth. First and foremost, safety remains our top priority. It's how we operate, and it is the culture of BWXT. This project will adhere to the highest standards of safety and regulatory compliance.
Gabriel Wilson lives down the block from the proposed facility and has been protesting against the rezoning for months. He said it's still important to respect one another throughout this situation.
There's a lot of us that are probably reeling from the decision. I think the vast majority of the room here today was definitely opposed to the zoning. I think the only way that communities come through hard things and disagreements and arguments is remembering that they're neighbors first.
But for some, this fight is not over.
We're not going to give up. We'll never give up on this because it is our land, all of us, including the commissioners. They're all going to be affected. We have common ground on this with everyone.